We can say with a high level of confidence that the Scottsboro Starbucks would be unionized today, but for illegal anti-union activity by the company.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
We've got an unfortunate update for you in the Scottsboro Starbucks union case, though. Their election period ended the week before last. It was a mail-in ballot election, and the count took place on Tuesday. I'd first like to thank the IBEW Local 558 for allowing the Starbucks workers to use their hall to watch the live stream of the vote count, which took place at the NLRB Region 10 office in Birmingham, so as to not have to drive all the way down to Birmingham from Scottsboro, which is like over 2 hours. The IBEW Local 558 allowed them to use their satellite office in Huntsville to watch the Zoom meeting. So that we really appreciate that. And I'd also like to thank the North Alabama Area Labor Council for paying for catering for the event. That was
absolutely.
That was very cool. But the final tally ended up being 8 for the union, 8 against the union, with 4 challenged ballots. So because the number of challenged ballots is obviously determinative, with the results being tied right now, the next step is for the NLRB, the National Labor Relations Board, to conduct an investigation to see if those challenged ballots are eligible or not. So what happens in the process is that before they actually count the ballots, they go through everybody who submitted, who mailed in a ballot. Right. And so, they look at this person, they look at their name, and either the employer or the union has an opportunity to challenge the validity of the ballot. And they would challenge it based on grounds of, okay, maybe this person doesn't work here anymore. Maybe this person's not in the bargaining unit, stuff like that. So they set the challenged ballots to the side. They count the unchallenged ballots. And if the challenged ballots are determinative, meaning that the challenged ballots could potentially determine the outcome of the election, then they will investigate, the NLRB will investigate each of the challenged ballots to see if those voters were eligible. And so that's what's going to be happening now. The next step is for the NLRB to conduct an investigation to see if the people who sent in those challenged ballots are eligible to vote or not. If they are, they will be opened and counted. If they are not, then they won't be counted, and the final tally will stand, which would mean no union, because you have to get 50% plus 1 to win a union election. Another possibility is also that the NLRB orders an election rerun because of illegal anti-union activity by the company. We saw that in Bessemer. But what this shows is that even in rural Ruby Red, Alabama, in Scottsboro, Alabama, Starbucks cannot defeat a union election without breaking the law. They illegally fired partners a while back, you'll remember. They illegally threatened that the store would close. They illegally withheld benefits from the workers for being in the middle of a union election, all this stuff. And so we can say, I think, with a very, very high level of confidence, that the Scottsboro Starbucks would be unionized today, but for illegal anti-union activity by the company. I think that it was tied even with all this stuff, right?
Right.
But whatever happens, these folks, they put up a hell of a fight, and our understanding is that they do intend to keep fighting for their union, and they're going to, continue through the investigation, and I think that they're going to try for a rerun if the NLRB will grant it if they end up losing the election. So we'll see what happens, and we're going to be continuing to stand with them.
Absolutely.
Still,
I mean, incredibly proud of these very young folks who
Yes.
are willing to take on such a behemoth corporation.
Absolutely.
In spite of their flagrant labor law violations. So sending them love and solidarity and support. Wishing for a good outcome with this investigation of the challenge ballots. I got to say, it was pretty fishy.
Yeah.
I'm just one person. What do I know? Looked pretty fishy to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. It is definitely really cool seeing folks so young being involved in it, being involved in a union campaign in the way that they were.
Right.
I said something about buying them drinks or something, and none of them are 21. It's like one of the people there that's 21. Everybody else is underage. So,
and shout out to Garrett's mom for the wonderful cupcakes.
Yeah,
that was some real Southern hospitality. We show up to the ballot count party, and we've got some homemade cupcakes.
Yeah,
so
that
gotta love
I
it.
can't have. That
Right,
I can't
well,
have. She made
I had
peanut
an
butter
extra one for you.
cupcakes.
I had an extra one for you, though.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.